You board your flight, excited for your window seat. Maybe you've even planned to snap a few photos of the clouds or just enjoy the view as you soar above the world. For many travelers, that window seat is a small luxury, a chance to watch the landscape drift by and feel a little less confined during the journey. But as you settle in, you're met not with a view, but with a blank plastic wall where the window should be. The anticipation quickly turns to confusion and disappointment. You paid extra for the view, but instead you're boxed in, missing out on the sky, and the sense of space that helps many travelers relax. The seat feels smaller, the cabin more cramped, and the hours ahead suddenly seem much longer. For some, a window isn't just about scenery, it's a way to manage anxiety or claustrophobia. The ability to look outside can be a lifeline, offering comfort and distraction from the stress of flying. The real frustration? These seats are sold as window seats with no warning during booking. The seat map shows a window, the price is higher, but the reality is very different. Take Nicholas Meyer, who booked a Delta window seat for a cross-country trip, only to spend hours staring at a featureless wall. He's not alone. Countless travelers have shared similar stories, feeling misled and let down. His story is common, fueling a wave of complaints and even legal action. Social media is filled with photos and posts from frustrated passengers, and consumer advocates are taking notice. Passengers expect a window when they pay for a window seat. It's a simple expectation, but one that means a lot to people who want to make the most of their journey. When that's missing, it feels like a bait and switch. The trust between airline and passenger is broken, and the experience is soured before the plane even leaves the ground. The disappointment is immediate, and for many it's more than just missing a view. It's about feeling deceived, and about losing out on an experience you were promised. The issue has moved beyond online gripes to the courtroom. Lawsuits are being filed, and regulators are being asked to step in and protect consumers from misleading seat assignments. At its core, it's about trust. When airlines label a seat as a window seat, passengers expect a window. It's a basic promise, and one that should be honored. Anything less feels like a broken promise, leaving travelers to wonder if they'll ever get the view they paid for. The sting of a windowless window seat is sharper than most travelers expect, especially when you've spent time and money planning the perfect journey. For many, the anticipation of gazing out at the clouds is part of the magic of flying. That disappointment cuts even deeper when you've paid extra for the privilege, only to find yourself staring at a blank wall instead of the sky. Airlines now routinely charge premiums for seat selection, sometimes over $50 for a domestic window seat, and the fees can add up quickly for families or frequent travelers. On international flights, the cost can be even steeper, with some passengers paying well over $100 just for the hope of a view. Passengers like Aviva Kopakin, who paid up to $170 for window seats to ease her claustrophobia, found themselves next to blank walls, leaving them anxious, frustrated, and feeling misled. Even when airlines refund the seat fee, the experience leaves a bad taste, and the sense of being shortchanged lingers long after the flight. Frequent flyers have lost not just miles and money, but also trust in the airlines they once relied on. The lawsuits argue that passengers aren't just buying a seat, they're paying for the window itself, and that's a promise airlines should honor. Without clear disclosure about which seats actually have windows, the process feels confusing and to many outright deceptive. If travelers knew the truth about their seat, many would choose differently, or decide not to pay extra at all, demanding more transparency from airlines in the future. Frustrated passengers have filed class action lawsuits against Delta and United, accusing them of deceptive practices. They claim airlines sell window seats without disclosing when there's no window, breaching trust and contract. Other airlines like American and Alaska already flag windowless seats during booking. Plaintiffs argue it's easy to warn customers. Delta and United just choose not to. The lawsuits seek refunds, but also demand airlines clearly label windowless seats in the future. It's about more than money. It's about ending a widespread misleading practice. Passengers want airlines held accountable for selling a promise they don't keep. The goal: transparency, so travelers know exactly what they're buying. Windowless window seats aren't a scheme, they're a byproduct of aircraft design. Essential systems like wiring and ducts sometimes block window placement, and seat rows don't always align with the windows outside. Airlines maximize seating, which can put a seat next to a solid wall. The real issue isn't the seat's existence, it's the lack of disclosure. Airlines know which seats lack windows, but often don't warn customers. Lawsuits don't demand a redesign, just honesty. A simple icon or note during booking would solve the problem. Passengers just want to make informed choices and avoid disappointment. Passengers suing Delta and United want more than just refunds. They want real, lasting change in how airlines treat their customers. For years, travelers have felt misled by unclear seat descriptions and unexpected surprises when boarding. Now these passengers are demanding that airlines take responsibility and put honesty first. Their main demand is simple but powerful: clear, honest labeling of windowless seats, so no one pays extra for a missing view or feels disappointed after boarding. They want transparency at every step of the booking process. These passengers seek compensation for lost fees, but more importantly, they want a court order that forces airlines to disclose which seats lack windows, just as some competitors already do. They believe this will help prevent future confusion and frustration for all travelers. Ultimately, this is about restoring trust between airlines and their customers and setting a new industry standard that puts passengers first. It's a call for fairness and respect. For travelers, it's not just about having a view, it's about being treated fairly, knowing exactly what they're paying for, and feeling valued as customers. When airlines provide clear information, it means less stress, fewer surprises, and a smoother travel experience for everyone involved. Passengers hope these lawsuits will push the entire industry to become more transparent, so that every flyer can book with confidence and peace of mind. In the end, a window seat should come with a window, or, at the very least, a clear warning. That's what passengers truly hope to achieve.